Look, I've said it before. I know I can't help it, but I'm becoming a knife snob. I mean, it's just what happens when you've handled a bunch of blades. And when I saw this, I was originally intrigued, but there's something about a knife that just comes in a plastic package that kind of makes you bum out a little bit. It just kind of makes you wonder about the quality. But it's not about the package. It's about the quality of the knife, the comfort and feel in your hand, the grind, and what that blade's able to do for you. That really counts. This is the Mora Bushcraft Forest. Now, my companion I've had for a long time, and this thing has lived, I don't even know if you'd call it an unfortunately difficult life for a knife. I mean, I have absolutely used and abused this thing. I have tortured it, mistreated it, allowed it to rust. I patinaed it. I've sanded it. I've scuffed it. I've thrown it. I mean, this thing has gone through the ringer. And so, you know, it's treated me pretty well, but I ultimately have some bigger plans for it, and that will come out in a future video. And so, you know, I really needed to I think experiment with a new Mora, and so when I saw this Bushcraft Forest, I thought it looked pretty cool. Now, there are a few things about this knife to point out. First is this is a stainless model. You know, I really didn't do any homework whatsoever when I bought this. I just kind of saw it, and it was an impulse buy. I didn't really think about it too much. I just bought it and figured I'd check it out and figure it out later. But I did also know that you know, a lot of people really like the Bushcraft Black, and so figured, hey, what the heck, you know, this must be pretty similar, and I'll check it out. I mean, first things first, right out of the box, you know these things mean business. These edges from the, you know, factory are ridiculously sharp. I used to say all the time that my Mora Companion was the sharpest knife I'd had right out of the box, and for a knife that came out of a box or a package, yeah, that's probably true. Since then, I've found some, you know, handcrafted knives that are a little bit sharper and certainly a lot nicer, but at the same time, for a cheap blade and something that's going to actually treat you pretty good for the money, you get a really nice factory edge on these knives. Probably the most important feature, or at least second most important feature, is the comfort of the handle. Now, right off the get-go, and this is my first time really holding the knife, I mean, this thing feels awesome. Really gummy, nice, grippy handle. Very comfortable, good indexing on my fingers. Almost, you know, like a rubberized jimping on the top here. Perfect handle length. I mean, fits my hand really nice. So I can tell right off the get-go that this knife is very, very comfortable and fits my style and fits my hand very well. Now, like I said before, I didn't do too much research into this knife, and what you'll notice on this pretty quick is that it has an interesting grind. It's actually a little bit complex. You got a couple of things going with your, you know, I guess you'd call it your Scandi grind edge, tapering down into a real fine edge on the front of the knife. It's not exactly a swedge, but it's you know, a very refined point. Mirror polish, pretty close. I mean, you can see lines and grind marks in it, but I mean, it's still pretty nice. Now, I did notice that this particular knife has some funny stains. I don't know if you can see that right here. There is a funny stain in the metal. I'm not sure what that is. And a couple more back here. They almost look like the size of a penny or a dime, actually, covering this. You can see it right there very clearly. That odd stain. And on this side of the knife, too. Right down here. You can see those stains. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that. I might try to clean it up real quick and see if that comes off. So after a little bit of convincing, those marks did come off. So I just attribute that to manufacturing, or, you know, some issue maybe while packaging the thing up, fingerprints or something funny like that. But those marks did come off, and they no longer seem to be on the blade. Now you can see here the companion with its sheath in a very similar fashion. Here is the Bushcraft Forest and its sheath. Same materials on both of the sheaths. It's like a hard plastic material. Now on the companion, you have a fixed clip that you cannot really do too much with, but on the Bushcraft Forest, it does look like you have the ability to add one of two clips. One is a standard belt clip and the other one is more of a dangler. So I'm going to put this on, and I like a dangle style, so I'm going to put this on and take a quick look at how this fits onto the sheath. Really pretty straightforward. You just end up with a hole and a little tab that presses in and indexes into place, giving you a little dangle style carry plastic sheath. The knife fits nicely inside, has a little bit of a click. Doesn't seem to come out too easy, at least not unintentionally. Again, a little index and clicking into the sheath. Fits pretty nice. Slim package. Not too shabby. Alright, so there you have it. It's kind of an out with the old, in with the new sort of video here. You know, it's not like this is the very last hurrah for the Mora companion, but you'll see, it's getting close. And so now it's time for its bigger brother to take over, this Mora Bushcraft Forest. We'll see how I like it. Should be pretty nice. If it's like any other Moras, I know it's going to be super sharp, pretty nice quality, lightweight, comfortable in my hand, and able to do pretty much anything I need it to do. So, anyway, that's all, guys. Quick little first glimpse for you of this Mora Bushcraft Forest. So, anyway, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.